Hey there, I'm Sarah and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my baby girl's 1 month update. Her name is Maeve and she is my second baby girl. So I'm just going to tell you how she's doing this month. Maeve actually turned 1 month old on the 8th of June, so I am a little late at posting this video, but that is pretty much my hectic life right now with a toddler and a newborn. I took Maeve to be weighed on the 9th of June, so that was a day after she turned 1 month old, and she weighed 10 pounds and 2 ounces. So our daily routine. Normally Maeve's last feed is around 10 or 11 p.m. I then swaddle her and lay her down in the crib next to our bed, and she sleeps there till about 4:35 a.m. So she's very nearly sleeping through, which is amazing at such an early age. I hope it does change. Once Maeve starts to stir, I will get her up and feed her, wind her, and then lay her back in the crib afterwards. Maeve will normally go back to sleep then. Rosalie normally joins us at around 7 a.m. and that's sort of the time Maeve would probably wake up on her own anyway. So Maeve will then start stirring again and I will feed her again, sat up in our bed. I try and get Rosalie to sleep a little longer in the bed with us. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. I usually get the iPad for a little bit of help. If this works, we might get an extra half an hour in bed, and if not, then we all head downstairs together. What we do during the day is largely dependent on Rosalie, and who is my 2-year-old, nearly 3-year-old daughter. Once we're all downstairs, we normally have our breakfast together in the living room. Rosalie will sit at her little table while I drink a coffee and feed Maeve if I haven't already fed her upstairs. I'll feed her downstairs. I then try and tidy up the kitchen from breakfast and put some washing on and do a few little chores, and then we'll all go upstairs to get ready together. I normally try and get dressed and do my makeup quickly first while Rosalie watches a little bit more iPad, and Maeve will sit in her bouncy chair that's in our bedroom. Once dressed, we'll do whatever activity we have planned for the day. Rosalie has preschool on a Monday, Wednesday and Thursday afternoons, so on those days we are sort of bound by that, but on a Tuesday and a Friday we will normally try and go out for the day and do something. On the preschool days I normally try and feed Maeve just before we leave, about 12 o'clock, before we then walk to preschool. I found that sometimes if I feed her before, she'll fall asleep on the walk, and sometimes she's even stayed asleep for the whole 2 hours until it's time to go and pick up Rosalie again, which is amazing because it means I can get so much work done. If she doesn't, she'll normally sit in her bouncy chair or on my lap while I try and catch up on blog posts and things on my laptop. I always try and feed Maeve just before we're about to leave to go and collect Rosalie, which does mean that I'm nearly always running late. But I like to do it just before I'm about to go and pick her up, so that I'm not feeding Maeve as soon as Rosalie comes in the door, and that we've got a few hours so we can do some fun stuff together. We normally do some drawing or some craft or play with some sticker books in the afternoon before it's time to start dinner. Rosalie normally helps me with dinner, and I'll put Maeve in her high chair in the kitchen so she's near us whilst we cook. She'll sort of catnap and look around and see what's going on. As she's getting more alert, she's more sort of aware of what her surroundings. She is watching what we're doing a lot more. We have the Stoke Trip Trap high chair, which I really love. We have the newborn attachment as well, which means that when we do have dinner we can all sit around together, and Maeve's at the same height as us. I think this is so important, especially with Rosalie. The older she's getting, she is wanting to not stay at the table and run around, but because we're all sat there together, she knows that she has to be sat there too. I think it's a good way to sort of, I don't know, still have family time together, even though obviously Maeve's a baby. It's like she's still one of the family because we all sit down and eat together, except she doesn't eat, obviously. After dinner I will tidy her. Daddy will take Rosalie upstairs and give her a bath and get her ready for bed, and then once I've finished tidying up downstairs for the day, I'll take Maeve up and normally feed her on our bed. Sometimes I will give her a bath before I feed her, or if not I will just feed her and then change her into her pyjamas and bring her back downstairs with us. Playtime. Maeve isn't really playing at the moment. She's obviously only 1 month old. She's mainly just sleeping. Bedtime. As I said, we start to put Maeve to bed when we go to bed, which is usually around 10 or 11 p.m. I normally go up, get ready for bed, so I start cleaning my teeth, taking my makeup off. Nick will then come up with Maeve and he'll change her bum, and if she's not ready in her pyjamas from her bath, he'll put her in her pyjamas, and then we swaddle her. I will then feed her sat up in bed on both sides if I can, if she will take them, and then I will lay her down, wind her a little and lay her down in her crib. If you didn't know already, we are using the Chico Next to Me Dream Sleeper. You can't see it in the shot. It's just to the side of me here. So I sleep here and Maeve sleeps next to us there. It's such a handy crib. It's so nice having the drop down side. With Rosalie, I had a swinging crib, so I had to lift her up and over to get her in. It's so much easier having the drop down side because I can just sort of slide Maeve across. And she's always close to me, so I can hear her in the night, which is comforting, if Nick's not snoring too loudly on the other side. Feeding, Maeve is still exclusively breastfed and has been since birth. I feed her on one side and then I wind her and then I'll feed her on the other side. I am still writing down the times that she feeds and on which boob so that I can make sure that I can alternate it and feed her on the other one. I sometimes do forget, so I'm not too religious about it, but I just find it helps to know how long it was when she last fed and on which side, because I do forget stuff like that. Maeve is a really quick feeder and this usually only takes about 20 minutes for her to have both boobs, and she's having approximately 10 feeds a day at the moment. I seem to have a lot of milk, as I did with Rosalie, my first daughter. I've learnt from my mistakes and I expressed last time on the advice of doctors, which just made this whole situation a lot worse. So I haven't done that this time and I'm clinging on to reaching the 6-week mark, because that means that when you get to 6 weeks, your boobs are kind of regulated and they know how much milk baby is taking. I've had mastitis twice and I think again that's down to just having so much milk and Maeve not being able to take it all and empty my boobs fully. 1 month in and my boobs are still very full, and I have small boobs and a lot of milk, so they are literally like rocks, which can be painful, but I don't know, I have quite a high pain threshold, so I manage it quite well, although sometimes it is uncomfortable. Sizes. Maeve is I'm still putting her in her newborn clothes, but it's definitely time to move into the 0 to 3 category, otherwise she won't get to wear those at all. She has so many lovely clothes. We were gifted so many lovely things, and she also has all Rosalie's old clothes because I kept everything, so there's a lot of stuff. First I just dressed her in baby clothes all the time, but I have started to put her in outfits now, because otherwise she'll never get to wear all the lovely outfits we have. Milestones. Maeve can hold her head up for small periods, but she doesn't do it for long. Watching, she watches me. She follows noises and movements, and she'll look at you when you're talking to her. She still can't focus properly and is a little cross-eyed. Maeve has settled in wonderfully. I can't believe I'm filming her 1 month update already. It's just going so fast. So that is the end of Maeve's 1 month update. I hope you've enjoyed hearing how she's doing this month. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!